Well, that kind of happened real fast. I was up just yabbing my chokes, folks. Guess who I'm listening? Guess who I'm talking to? It's been one of those Mondays, folks. Les is live on the record. This is Brian Summers. I am your host here. It's a Monday, and it is a Monday. This is my second run of Bite at the Apple today. I was here this morning from 2 hours for a Pat Shannon at Home Ad Show, and now I'm right back here at 5 o'clock hour. At the 5 o'clock hours for On the Record with Brian Summers, and we are going to have some fun. I say we because I am not alone. I do have some friends, and I got friends who got friends, and so they're all in here today, and we're going to have a little bit of chat and TikTok, all that good. No, I said TikTok. I don't know. My daughter get me first. What are you doing? We're going to have talks, and we're going to talk safety. We're going to talk a little bit of fire safety for sure, and we're going to talk a little holiday safety and all those good things, and then we're going to hear from the boss of bosses who's going to kind of tell us anything else going on within the city, folks, so we're going to have a good time. But I am joined here in studio live by Statesville's newest fire chief, recently promoted. That's Glenn Curfews, and he is to his left. We call her kind of like Margaret Thatcher. She's keeping everybody in line. I've been joined here with Miss April Nesbitt from the city of Statesville, folks, and I say that because, April, you going to talk, say something?
No.
We got the mics are a little different. There we go. All right, I'll say something.
Something.
All right. Anyway, that's what we do on the record. We get you like that. Something. Anyway, but April Nesbitt's here, and she brought along, or he came along, and he brought her. But Glenn Curfews is Statesville's newest fire chief, and learned a little bit about him, and good to know him. And so we're excited to have him, and always welcome the city of Statesville here to WSIC out on Radio Road. We say that we are Statesville, Iredell County's oldest radio station, and we've been in existence for 75 years out here, broadcasting on Radio Road in the heart of Statesville. Downtown is where it is, folks, and it is a good Monday. Still looking out back, can still see the sun is still shining brightly on the blue sky with some gray sky. The white clouds kind of overbeing, but it looks good. The leaf foliage is coming down, all that good thing. Feels like fall is going to come in kind of slow and easy. I don't know, much like Halloween, who knows? But it looks really nice out there, and I'm glad to have. So I'm in a good mood. It's been a little bit of trying day this morning. I had fun on the home ad doing that for 2 hours of radio, and back for another third hour right here. Boy, I tell you, man, I don't know. I got to talk to Justin there or something. But it's pretty exciting. So, Chief, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
And April, I'm scared. Say welcome.
Thank you for having us.
All right, good deal. See why she just said thanks? She wasn't going to say welcome to me. Thanks for having us. Okay, all right. But anyway, that's April Desert, folks. I know her. I can tease on her like that. But anyway,
Yes.
we have you all in here, and so it'll be good to know, our listeners out there get to know who the new fire chief is and just kind of what's happening within. So we're being on all these platforms. You can get us on Facebook Live, Twitter, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, and as well as YouTube. And somebody even said something about Apple Pay. So I'm not quite sure where on Apple Pay. Steve Jobs has said that WSIC is on Apple Pay. So imagine that. I never thought that's some digital transitioning going on right there. But anyway, it's all good, folks. Welcome out there in Radio Land. We're so glad to have you tuning in here because we are your community radio station with good information, good guests, and we do our best to try to make sure that the guests are happy, but you also are happy and comfortable with what you're hearing here on our airways here at WSIC News Talk 1400, where it is 100.7 FM and 105.9 FM. So at 1400 AM, of course. But you can call us and talk to give us a call a little later at 704-873-1400, 704-873-1400, and we're going to get right into things here. Welcome, Chief. Welcome, Chief. Look at him, folks. All right, look. He's got the polo on. He's got the fire symbol on his shirt. I was gonna really tell you to come in here and bring your turnout gear as well too. And I wanted to see the big old chief hat over there to the side and all that good stuff. And I thought, well, maybe you'll bring a rig out here as well too. We just kind of do a little training exercise. So, but the next time we have a community event, I'm going to make sure and see if we can do something to kind of see if we get a community day from the fire department to kind of come out. And we had a community yard sale here on Saturday. It's pretty huge, and it was a lot of fun. And I thought, out to the fact. But I had already had you, and I was thinking, well, he's going to be here. So, yeah. But anyway, well, welcome. And tell us a little bit about who is Glenn Curfews.
Well, so I've been with the Statesville Fire Department for a little over 18 years now. This past July was 18 years. I started in 2005 as a firefighter, worked my way from firefighter to lieutenant to captain, and then instead of after captain's battalion chief, but I ended up skipping battalion chief and going to deputy chief in 2020.
Good deal.
And had planned to be there for a few more years, but then Andy decided he was done and retired. So in July, the city manager promoted me to fire chief, and here we are today. And I live in Hidnight now. Was raised in West Iredale.
You're getting closer. I tell you, they're gonna figure. They're gonna look at the top of your head and the top of my head and say, "I think they're related." Mm-hmm. All Brian's people are all Hidnight. Mm-hmm.
So I grew up in West Iredale. Was a member at West Iredale Volunteer Fire Department. Been in it since I was 16 years old.
Okay.
Was at Monticello Volunteer Fire Department. That's where I actually started as a junior fireman. So been interested in the fire service for many years and live in Hidnight now, like I said, with my wife and 2 kids. We got a little small hobby farm. We got a few cows and horses and
Oh boy,
goats. And
come on now. Now you're talking. Yeah, well, I think we are, brother. I think we are, because I don't know. You know, my folks up there around the whole Sulphur Springs Road, that's all my area right there, heading back down towards Zion Chapel and come back across the springs there. Yeah, before you get to Vashti.
we live on Rocky Springs right near Vashti.
So our connection's good. Okay, April, you can leave. No,
No, April's got to stay.
no. Well, we're glad. Well, congratulations. I just was, one day really have you in and chat and talk a little bit here, because as we approach the holidays, and in April's note, I sent her a note and kind of said, the time we have here, we kind of talk about some things, I think precaution size, that households can do, or just kind of be on the preparation side of Thanksgiving coming up and the holidays of Christmas and New Year's. If there are kind of some things that people kind of haphazardly forget about because it is the holidays, and may have extra heaters plugged in and just kind of all things. I thought we could kind of maybe talk about some hazard tips that, will kind of help people out there get through this holiday season. Say, hey, you know what? I heard the fire chief on, and he said I may not want to have these 3 plugs going into this one socket like this, overly, you know what I mean, or trying to heat something from a generator in a garage while it's still closed. You know what I mean? So all those kinds of things. So I thought we would kind of talk a little fire safety. I think Statesville still has, let's see, Fire Station 1 is on Meeting Street, and you got 2 up at Park Drive.
It's on Security Drive, off of Front Street.
Now, wasn't that always Park?
Well, Security used to come over and meet Park till they built the new Gardner Wagnall, and they closed Security Drive, so it was all together. But
yeah,
now it's
exactly,
closed.
yeah.
So, we got Fire Station 1 on Meeting Street, which, we're building a new Fire Station
That's
1
right.
right now. Hopefully, we're still aiming to be in that building by May.
Oh, really? That's okay.
So
I drive by and see how
Drive
it's
by,
going.
it's really coming along.
Oh, boy.
We really appreciate the support we've got from the city administration and council on building
Okay.
that. And Station 2 is on Security Drive. It's in the plan to be relocated. Same area,
Okay.
down the road a little bit, but it's an outdated station.
Okay.
Station 3 is on East Side Drive.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Station 4, which is our newest station. It is off of Martin Lane, off of 64 over in the Cool
Gotcha.
Springs area.
Okay.
So we got 4 fully staffed fire stations. We run ladder and engine out of Station 1, engines out of the rest of them. We have a hazmat truck at Station 4. It's not manned, but we do, they cross man it from the engine to that. With all the growth in Statesville right now, we're looking at, Station 5 in the near future, possibly some other stations, just depending on the growth of the economy and, the city funding.
Good deal, good deal. We'll be right back after this break, folks. Talking to April Nesbitt and Glenn Curfees, Statesville's newest fire chief. Be right back.
More on the record.
All right, so we're back here on the record. I'm talking with Statesville's newest fire chief, Glenn Curfeys, who's let us know a little bit more about him. Good stuff, exciting stuff. And I'm like, yeah, we got some things in common. And we're joined by, and she's not saying anything, April Nesbitt is in here. And we'll see. I call her Madam Thatcher because she's kind of just sort of sitting there looking at me. Don't you say anything wrong, Brian Summers. I'll come across that. I'll come across there and get you. Yeah. So, but it's a good Monday, and I'm in a great mood, and this is a lot of fun. And one of the things that the chief was talking about was some accreditation and some fire safety tips as we get into especially the holidays. Always think of sometimes families and what happens is, those accidental fires, and we hear about trailer fires and all those and I just think about really the kids, in those homes who lose things over the holidays. You're in school and you're going for the holidays and your family has a tragedy with a fire, and it's tough coming back after the holidays to go back to school even. And then, I don't know how often or how many days does the Red Cross even put up families who had to experience fire. I'm not quite sure if you know much about how that process works, but those are kind of things we wanted to kind of really talk on. And then, of course, making sure nobody burnt anything in the oven. The turkey's not burnt. Oh, and do too, Chief, share with us a little bit about people try to, they're going to roast, what is it?
Deep fried turkey. Absolutely.
So, yeah, anything you can tell us about the do's and don'ts of that, we'll say that's from Fire Chief Curfeys said do's and don'ts right there of fire safety. So,
wrapping up before we went to break, was talking about the fire station. Just a few more plugs right quick is, we're accredited fire department, we're ISO 1. So, Statesville feel real protected. We have a great group of folks that work for the fire department, and just wanted to throw that out. Just recently made some promotions, Kyle Bell to deputy chief and Danny Nicholson to assistant chief. So we're getting everything rolling and working to provide the best service we can to the citizens of Statesville. And going on about some fire safety, Brian was talking about deep frying turkeys. That's one of the things that folks need to really know. You don't ever want to put a frozen turkey into a hot bath of oil, because that would definitely cause some serious injuries to yourself. So just make sure, if you are going to deep fry it, you study up. There's websites out there that'll teach you how to do it. Do it away from your house. Don't do it on the back porch or in the garage. Make sure you're away from your house. Make sure your turkey's dethrottled, and follow the directions, because that can get some people seriously hurt. And then talking about some other holiday safety, one of my biggest things, and you can ask my wife, is drop cords. I cannot stand drop cords, especially, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but they got cheap drop cords and they got good drop cords. And, these people that run out and grab a cheap drop cord and got 4 or 5 things plugged into it, that is definitely a fire hazard. Make sure that you're buying a suitable drop cord if you got to use them, and don't never use them to run heaters, different stuff like that. They just pull too much amperage and can cause major trouble. With your holiday lighting, you want to look for specific things. You want to look and make sure they've been independent tested through the lab. You want to make sure that, you're not overloading electrical outlets, because that's what people do. They run all these lights and they try to plug it all into one outlet, and you're overloading that outlet. You're overloading, there's 2 outlets there for a reason. Don't go buy a thing that you can plug 6 things into that outlet.
Griswold did.
Huh?
Clark Griswold did.
I know, but yeah. But you want to make sure, look what he did to the power grid also.
Sure.
So
yeah, exactly. Here we go, folks.
That's right.
Yeah.
Another big thing for holidays is candles. People like candles. Make sure you keep your kids and pets away from candles. Make sure you got a 3-foot area around if you're going to use candles.
Chief, I just had an idea. Maybe we can do this. Maybe your safety tips for the holidays, if we can get on, we'll see if we can get the Madam Thatcher over here to maybe do it. It'd be a great partnership. We'd help try to get behind it, WSIC, to see if we can get, when kids go home on the final day for Thanksgiving break, maybe a sheet, a paper of safety tips for the kids to help go home with. And hey, mom or grandma, hey, listen, we're not supposed to plug X, Y, and Z in, and X, just so that parents will see it. But if kids can take it home and see it, they may be cautious to also say something to mom or grandma about something too. And I thought, what a good way to talk more safety and prevention if we could get that and get it to all the schools, all the RDL Statesville schools, But I guess there are 6 schools within the city boundaries itself, although they're all Iredell Statesville. Maybe we can try to do something with the county as well, because I think the more prevention is always the best.
And that brings up a good point. I forgot that we do have a now full-time fire and life safety educator position, which is Isaac McCurdy, who was a firefighter before, and he's in the 4th grade teaching. We're doing preschools. The county offers the same service. So if we don't get the papers out this year, pay attention to our Facebook.
Sure.
Miss April runs the fire department's Facebook page and does a fabulous job. She's all the time putting out safety tips and different stuff. So pay attention to our Facebook page. She's going to be covering that all through the holidays, talking about, the turkeys, talking about the
Everything.
overloading outlets. So, if we don't get papers out, pay attention to the Statesville Fire Department Facebook. There'll be a lot of information.
It's all about
there.
April Nesbitt. So now I know
That's
why
right.
my Facebook post can't get no likes around here. It's because April won't like anything that
right.
says Brian Summers on. Now I know the deal.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. So that's a great, and thank you for breaking that news. I didn't know, and I thought I know everything, but I did not have an idea or know that Statesville had a kind of a resource officer in the schools talking in the 4th grade, talking fire prevention. That's good stuff.
We've had a part-time position for many years. With COVID, it kind of went away. We was granted that position in this year's budget. We just filled it last month, and like I said, it was one of our own, Isaac McCurdy. He's doing a great job. We're doing a lot more community activities.
Good deal.
You'll look around, you'll see a Statesville fire truck or a van or something at all these activities. We're trying to be a lot more community involved. We want people to know we're here. We want to be able to help. Talking about the smoke detectors earlier, we still offer that. If you need a smoke detector in your house, get a hold of the fire department. We'll come out, put one in it. We'll change your batteries. We got carbon monoxide detectors.
And good stuff. Absolutely. Be right back, folks, with April Nesbitt and Glenn Curfew, Statesville Fire Chief. Be right back. Still on. Are we heading into a break on that one? My apologies. Goodness gracious. I thought Simi was going to pop up and we were heading into a break, but we didn't. Okay. All right. Well, good deal. So if you need a smoke detector, my error on that one, if you need a smoke detector, folks, you can call the Statesville Fire Department and they will give you a for free smoke detector.
Absolutely. Change the batteries, and we've partnered with a couple of different agencies in North Carolina, OSFM, the State Fire Marshal Office has given us some carbon monoxide detectors. Lowe's has helped us out and donated some carbon monoxide detectors, so we can help with that also. We haven't been able to do that in the past.
Are there special batteries for smoke detectors now? It's been so long since my wife changes since I've changed the battery in a smoke detector. How it's not the old Rayback where you had the little block one and you could put it up to your tongue. Probably not the safest thing to do, but us bad kids did that all the time. What's it gonna do? It's gonna sting me. There you go. Are there proper batteries that are the same kind of
9-volt battery. Most of the new detectors you don't even change the battery. They're a 10-year life battery.
Wow.
And that's what we put up. They're a 10-year smoke detector.
Okay.
And they're supposed to be replaced. You'll see a sticker on the side and we write the date, but we still recommend that you check them quite often. I check mine often, but make sure you're checking it, make sure it's working at least twice a year. But I prefer you check it monthly, make sure that it's operating.
Yeah, and if you cook kind of the way I do, you might want to check it every month anyway. So
it'll get checked anyways, don't it? The smoke checks.
That's right. Yeah. Folks, this is a public service announcement for your good. You want to make sure. But again, we say out there, folks, I'm talking to Glenn Curfew. He's here. He is the Statesville's fire chief, and he was just giving some good tips. If you need a smoke detector. I keep thinking smoke detector. The city of Statesville will provide you a smoke detector. I cannot say that enough. To you folks who out there who are rental property owners and managers, don't have your tenants or residents in a place without a smoke detector.
And by code, they have to have them in there.
Okay, so we really want to be on top of that and really try to really make sure that again, and it's free, so it's not costing you anything to make sure that the folks who are in your property have smoke detectors. That's real important because I just don't want to look up and the news is a family is out because of a fire and it's electrical related over the holidays. I can't. April and I was sharing that both we were as young kids. We had experienced fires in our lives, and so I know how everything was smelling smoky. You lost things. I had pictures from our kindergarten I didn't have anymore.
Right.
and memories that just don't, are long gone. So
Just some clarification on that. The rental properties, they're supposed to be provided by the people that own the properties. We don't usually put those in free. Now, if a tenant comes to us and says they don't have one, we will put in. We're not going to leave them in there. But by state law and code, the person that owns the property is supposed to put
I
those
like
in there.
him. I like him. You want to come back tomorrow? I like him. This is so good. I mean, because again, no one knew this at all. This information. One about the information officer, and he's working with the fourth grade. Now, what schools? Is a lot of schools, or just all fourth grade?
Anything inside the city, whether it's like American Renaissance, whether it's a public school, private
MB
charter,
Mills. Okay.
we work with all of them.
Good deal.
All they got to do is reach out, and actually this summer that's what he did. He went to every school and set it up and reached out. We've been going to preschools. We're working with nursing homes, trying to do some older adult education, for slip, trips, and falls and oven safety. So
I like him.
we're trying to get everywhere.
This is good stuff. This is real good stuff. And we like breaking news because of the information officer you talked about that's in the schools, but also your campaign of getting out much more information. And, we think about seniors. We have what is the safety for seniors in nursing homes and all. And hold on, caller. We'll be right with you. We'll got 1 minute here. Let's take this call. Let's see who this caller is. Caller, be nice and be polite. You're on with Brian Summers. You can be mean April, though. Good afternoon. You're on the record with Brian Summers, Glenn Curfees, and April Nesbitt. Hello, caller.
Hello, Fire Chief. Hey, well, congratulations on your promotion.
Thank you, sir.
I have two questions for you. I'm from Napa Valley, California, and I'm sure you've heard we've had our fair share of fires, and we've had fire departments respond from all over the West. And that leads me to ask this question: are there certain areas of Statesville community where there are frequently longer response times, and if so, which parts of the community would those include?
So we do have areas. We try to set a 4-minute response map that goes basically off of NFPA and ISO. But if we do have areas that's annexed in and we need those spaces, we
Caller, we'll be right back.
Summers on the new 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Yeah, you know the music, folks. You know the time. It is On the Record here with Brian Summers. It is Monday all day long. And we've been talking good stuff here. This has probably been one of the more informative shows about safety that I think I've ever really done. I mean, I had a highway patrol on about a month ago, and we were talking about the various things that they do outside of just pulling over speeders and all that good stuff. But I really learned a lot about them. And now we have Fire Chief Glenn Curfeys in here, who's Statesville's newest police chief. Fire chief, and he's giving us all things fire safety and some good information. And so I want to really make sure we pump up this segment and get it out there because it is the fire tips. And he's joined in by the enforcer herself, April Nesbitt is in here. You started this, so I'm gonna keep on bringing it to you. But no, April Nesbitt, who is Statesville's public information officer for the city of Statesville, public relations, and some say she damn near runs the city. So, we put it out there now. But no, April's doing a great job. So, but anyway, you were on, Chief, and you were expressing concern about the different stations, the certifications, really what's going on. Are you at full capacity now with all of your needs? I mean, because I tell you, people always say first responders, but I want to make sure, and I always like to say that we'll make sure that the first responders have everything that they need from the community base. If there's something that, we could kind of do and say, hey, if you all, see something somewhere, your dryer, for instance, you clean the lint vats on your dryer.
Keep them clean.
There you go.
Keep your lint clean.
Yeah, exactly. And I growing up, never knew that was anything to do. And I got up and got out and finished college and then had my own place. I said, oh, yeah, you got to clean it up. What do you mean? She said, dip back there. Oh, boy. And so I change it as often as I do every 3 months on my vent that I put by my furnace. So I have a 90-day on that. So, I think we do change a little more than that, though. But yeah, so anything else that you can think of that we just kind of need around safety that could prevent a fire?
Well, there's a lot of things. Make sure when you're cooking, you got your area clean around there. Make sure you don't leave pots and stove stuff unattended. We have a lot of cooking fires. People will put something on the stove, especially late at night, and go fall asleep on the couch, and then we have the smoke alarm's going off. The house is smoked up, and they're calling us. So cooking's a big safety issue. Like I said,
in general.
Yeah.
Falling asleep.
Yeah, fire your laundry vents. Make sure you keep it, the inside vent cleaned out and your outside where it comes out. They'll cake over. Make sure you keep that. It was been several months back. We had one of those in an apartment, and April put out some safety stuff. Here again, our Facebook. When we think about something, she shoots it out. So look back through the fire department's Facebook. We put a lot of safety tips out there.
I'll make sure and link your Facebook page to our site so that when this show here plays, it'll be a link in there to Statesville Fire Department. And is that the website, statesvillefiredepartment.net?
You go to statesvillenc.net and under departments, go under fire, and you can read all the fire news,
okay,
all the events, anything they have going on.
Okay. And so, not to get too far past it, caller hung up, but he was talking about response times. And I apologize because we kind of got right up to the top of the hour and I have hard breaks here. So I apologize, caller out in Napa Valley. Did not mean to cut you off by any means, but I know the chief was answering your question about response times and he was kind of giving us. So I didn't mean to cut that off. I'm going to be fair to make sure I give you that time to talk about.
We build them based off of the ISO, the NFPA standard 4-minute response. Now, knowing that we can't build a fire station to cover everything in the city of Statesville in 4 minutes, we realize that, but that's what we shoot for, knowing that some of them is going to be a 5-minute response.
Sure.
So we do have some service gaps that we've talked about and openly talked about, and we're looking to build future stations in those areas. But if they're an annexation that's way out, we'll volunteer or we'll partner with a volunteer department like Ebenezer, Cool Springs, Monticello, those that surround the city, and we'll put those on those calls to help us cut down on that response time.
All right, let's see. We got a caller calling right back. Let's see who this caller is. Good. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. You're on the record with Brian Summers, Chief Glenn Curfeys. Hello.
This is Chris again, just following up with my second question.
Okay, Chris.
What level, out of curiosity for your listeners, Brian, what level of service does the Statesville Fire Department provide for emergency medical service? Is it basic or advanced life support?
We provide EMT basics. The county provides EMS service. We don't have a transport service, but we do run all emergency calls. If EMS calls us for lifting assistance or whatever, we do have a few medical responders, but they are transitioning over to EMT. So eventually, we'll be all EMT certified. Basic
That's
EMT.
fantastic. Good.
Okay, Chris.
That's fantastic.
All right, very good. Thank you. Thanks for calling, caller.
All right. Have a great day.
You too.
You
Thanks a
also.
lot. Very good. All right. So yeah. All right. Well, that was good. And he called back all the way from California. Sounds like
Absolutely, yeah.
you got reach, Chief.
We provide EMT basic. We're heavy rescue certified. We're confined space certified. We do a lot of rescue stuff as well. We've got a special rescue trailer at Station 4 that carries some trench equipment, some confined space equipment. We just bought a UTV to be able to access the Greenway. Somebody gets hurt. We just recently bought some blow up rafts for our water rescue in case we have flooding again, that we're prepared. We're not standing there just looking. We don't have the whole gamut, but we're getting started to where
Sure.
we're not standing there. We can get started and call for additional additional resources if
Gotcha.
we needed.
Let me ask you this question here, Chief. So, if I know that the Statesville Fire Department has a partnership with the CATS down in Troutman through Mitchell College. What is that like, and how has that been a benefit to you, to the department particularly, and what is that training typically like?
So we've hired several candidates that have come through CATS. We have a couple people on our department that's come through there. If they reach out, we've sent folks down to do hazmat training with them. Captain Tallman goes down and kind of does a station life class to prepare them for that life, because it's not a normal life. When you come to the fire station, you're living there for 24 hours. We work 24, 48, so you're going from your family for 24. You miss birthdays, you miss holidays, you miss ball games, you miss dance recitals. So it's a different life. So you want people to come in prepared so they know what they're getting into, because we've had people come in and be like, "You mean I got to stay here for 24 hours? No, I'm out." So,
yeah. Oh my goodness. And you went through all that training?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. Well, good deal. Are you at capacity now? Are you still in need or
we
recruiting?
We just hired 7 that actually started today. They'll
Very
go through their
good.
training. So hopefully after the first year we'll be at full capacity. But that never lasts long.
Good deal.
There's
Good
somebody
deal.
going here, somebody retiring. So we're always a revolving door basically, and trying to keep people. But it's. We're getting to that span where we've got people that's going to be retiring in the next several years, so we're trying to get people up, trained, and recruiting and
All
making
that
sure
good
we're-
stuff. Good deal. Well, Chief, I'm going to tell you, April, I want to say thank you to you, most certainly, to the city of Statesville, one, for you having that door open to come on. And, Chief, we'll pray for you, your department, all your officers, and just be very, very safe out there, and know that you've got folks in your corner cheering for you, rooting for you, and all that good stuff. And so we welcome you back here anytime you've got some tips, or to send that information officer. That'll be really, really neat to find out. And I think this has been very good, and I like good information. I like solid things and breaking news. I don't think anybody else has talked about Statesville having an information officer in the department to do the education reach out. As you said, the officer is with the fourth graders. That's awesome. I'm excited about that anyway. And again, first responders, we're here to support you as a community. It's very important that when people hear and see the sirens, pull over to your right, or if you're on the other side, pull to your left, but make sure that those nice, beautiful red trucks can get through the lane safely and get on to saving somebody's life, because that's just what you guys do in fire service. You save lives and property.
Absolutely.
A lot of people
and
think
if you don't have nowhere to pull to the right, just stop where you're at. We'll get around you. Don't try to maneuver around, because that causes more confusion.
Well, very good. Yeah, it does. And let's see, we got some more. So, now, what do you have in the area of? You told me about the website address, statesvillefire.net.
No, it's statesvillenc.net, and then you go under departments and click on fire.
Okay, all right, good deal. statesvillenc.net. Go into departments and click on fire, and then you have a Facebook page, which April's gonna like when I like something. Which is the Facebook page? What's it?
Just Google. You start go on Facebook and do Statesville Fire Department.
Okay, all right.
Fire
You
Department.
gotta ask these things, 'cause sometimes there'll be 4 or 5 different Facebook pages, and
we
like,
should
well,
just
who's
have
what?
one and-
Oh no.
No, this is
we got
Statesville.
rid of all the. We try to get rid of all the fake ones.
Oh, good. Look at you know how efficient she is. There's one cloned out there of Brian Summers. I can't get rid of it. and
Are you sure it's a clone?
oh, that's that one you keep rejecting. Yeah, that's right. That's right. See how I get treated, folks? And Ba-da-da-ba. Yes, folks, welcome back this Monday afternoon, beautiful Monday afternoon here in God's country. I say Iredell County, my home county, born and raised on early one Sunday morning. No, it wasn't at all, but I always like to say that anyway. But happy Monday to you all. Really want to thank you all. Hope you heard that interview right there with Statesville Fire Chief Glenn Curfeys. Excellent. I like that guy a lot. He brought in some really a wealth of information. I had some good questions for him, and he really provided us some good information that on fire safety, fire tips, and all the wonderful things that's happening with the Statesville Fire Department. They're doing, including their partnership through the academy there at CATS down at the Career Academy Technical Center in Troutman there with the Iredell Statesville School System. So very, very good information. They have an informational officer that's dealing with just that with schools and kids, and I thought that was pretty exciting too. Told us about the 10-year life battery on smoke detectors and everything, so good stuff, and really enjoyed it. And so I really felt a stronger connection. There may be some cross-reference roots there. We may be related, though. We're talking about we're in the same neighborhood. Our families are up there in Hiddenite. So anyway, and speaking of Hiddenite, I got to say hello to my cousins up there, the lackeys up there in Hiddenite and Vashti area and all of them around Sulphur Springs Road in that area. And a big shout-out to my cousin Harry Lackey, who had a birthday on Friday. And I told him I shouted out on the radio today. I also had another birthday in my family, though. My godmother, Miss Nancy Jane Schufert, she had a birthday on Friday as well, too, and then had another birthday yesterday. Had another birthday yesterday. Mason McCullough, folks. If you remember the Iredell County News here, Iredell County News. The Iredell County News, published by Mason McCullough, newspaper man for many, many years here. Great mentor and father figure to me personally. And so happy birthday to you out there, Mr. McCullough. I promised you I was going to sound you out. Happy birthday to you yesterday. And today, Anyway, it is all Motown. It is all Temptations. The birthday of birthdays, October 30th. Dr. Otis Williams, the founding member of the Temptations, still living. Happy 82nd birthday to you, brother. Happy 82nd birthday. I was almost tempted to call you up and get you live here on the air and say happy birthday to you, Otis, but I wasn't quite sure where you guys were. I didn't really want to put you in that spot. I may still try to give you a call like that, so just forgive me, but, it's good to happy birthday. So if you listen to any Motown today or any particular music on, you hear any Motown or Temptations playing, just know it is Otis Williams' birthday today. Otis Williams, founding member of the Temptations, it's his birthday, and I'm going to take a chance and see if I get Otis on the line here. He's going to kill me or Chris Largent for trying to call him. Let's see what we got. Let's see. It is not, yep, it's ringing, but we'll see if we get Otis on the line here. That'd be pretty impressive if I could get him actually today. It's his birthday. He may be in California. He may be on the road, but who knows where Otis is trying to reach him. So, or his line could be very busy, as it seems like it is. But anyway, happy birthday to you, Otis Williams. Happy birthday. I know Chris Largent and some folks out there and Dr. Alicia Wagner and Joe Hernan all celebrating you today, but I want to let you know that we celebrate you too, my friend, and I'll touch base with you later. But for today, I was trying to reach out to you because, again, I know today was your birthday and I wanted to reach out to you. So Otis Williams of the Temptations, it's his birthday, his 82nd birthday. He's still on tour, still doing good things, and that's Otis's. There you go. Got it right there. Let's see what the tone says. Hey, Otis, this is Brian Summers. You're on my radio show here in Statesville, brother. And I just want to call to tell you a happy birthday from all the listeners on the East Coast here, particularly in North Carolina. Happy birthday to you, Dr. Otis Williams, my friend, my brother, my mentor. Thank you. God loves you, and North Carolina loves you too. Happy birthday, Otis. Happy birthday. All right, there was Otis Williams right there, birthday. And I think I got a call here on the line, too. Someone called in. If you want to call back, please do. Call us back at 704-873-1400, 704-873-1400. Any other birthdays I did not miss today? I thought I got some online here. We had some, I got to tell you about a good celebration that took place over the weekend. Folks, I got to tell you. Anybody out there that ever went to DMAT Thompson, maybe you were at... went to the other crosstown. Let's see who this call is on the phone. There we go. Caller. Good afternoon, caller. You're on with Brian Summers on the record. Hello.
Well, hey, Brian. This is Hope calling in to say you did a good job this morning. Very, very good. You were very Pac-esque.
Oh.
Yes, and I was wondering if you were able to see your gift and if it was safe enough at being a puzzle of the Washington Monument and so forth of the different
Yes,
U.S.
ma'am.
government monuments.
Yes, ma'am. I do
Okay.
have it. I do thank you so very much for that nice gift. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you so very much. Thank you so much for that gift.
I thought, yeah, you can put your pieces back together and just look at it. You don't have to keep doing it.
All righty. All righty. Well, thank you, Miss Hope.
All right, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
God bless you. Bye-bye. All righty, folks. And a little more birthdays out there. Got, besides Otis Williams, we got Margaret Holland. Margaret Holland's in the good GOP with me. Happy birthday to you, Miss Margaret Holland. She turns 25 today. And then Donica Perry Hudson, happy birthday to you. Angie Fox, happy birthday to you. Lauren Zelt, happy birthday to you. And Anika Barbosa, absolutely, out there in California, my good friend, happy birthday to you. Cindy Gunnels McCraney, happy birthday to you too, lady. She's 25 years old today. We've got Tanya Haupt, happy birthday to you. Elizabeth Ames Coleman, happy birthday to you. Anna Stew, happy birthday to you. Nita Hawkins, happy birthday. Boy, a lot of birthdays. Denise Loudon, Denise London, happy birthday to you. And Suzette Byers, happy birthday. Barbara Jones, happy birthday. And yesterday, my aunt, Brenda Stevenson Clendenning, and her twin sister, Linda Stevenson, are my great aunts. Happy birthday to them. Those are my grandmother's sisters, Brenda and Linda, the twins. Happy birthday to them from Statesville. Brenda's out there in the Salisbury, and Linda's here in Statesville. So Linda Stevenson and Brenda Stevenson Clendenning, happy birthday to you all from your nephew, Brian, and Deshandra Peterson, happy birthday to you. Sylvester Rivers, happy birthday. Kim Barker, happy birthday. Patrick Davis, hey, Patrick Davis, part of the Morrison clan down there in Texas. Happy birthday, Pat. I shouted you out, brother. I got it in. Bradley Cooper, Ella Ellenberg, Nicole Jones, and again, Harry Lackey up there in all of Hit Night and Hickory. Happy birthday, cousin Harry. His birthday was 2 days ago. And then Mary Ann McCurdy, McComas, Mary Ann McCurdy McComans. Happy birthday to you too. Sherry McMillan, I knew her from high school band. Happy birthday, Sherry McMillan Culberson. And see who else got in here. My cousin Travis Houston down in Charlotte. Happy birthday to you. Tanya Palmer, happy birthday to you. And Mike Gleason, you from U.S. Capitol. Happy birthday to you. Celeste Hubert, happy birthday to you too. Celeste Cook Hubert, happy birthday to you. So who else we got here? We got Gina Divine, happy birthday. And then Tanja Mays, happy birthday to you. Oh, I know who that is. That's Scott Mays' wife, Tanja. Happy birthday to you, sister, over there in Greensboro. Happy birthday. So that gets it all in, folks. Whew. There's a lot of birthdays to get in, and we didn't even get to the good news of things going on, folks. Things that happened particularly over the weekend. I don't know if I talked to it. We got a Speaker of the House. We're moving things forward here, so we kind of get some things back on track. And then a bit of a little damper news for me. Oh, yeah, well, no. This is upbeat. So yesterday, I attended a reunion of DMAT Thompson administrators, teachers, principals, and former classmates of DMAT Thompson Middle School, Junior High School here in Statesville. It was open since about 1946 and it closed in 1986, but it was my middle school here in Statesville. And we had a great time yesterday. Principal Payne was back, Ed McClellan, Coach Steve Adams, Danny Collins was around and came back. It was really good. Not a whole lot of turnout, but boy, we had a lot of memories, and I can't do enough to shout out DMAT Thompson Junior High School. Had a great reunion over the weekend. Some things happened on Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, and we celebrated Ed McClellan with a birthday cake and gave cards to Coach Adams and Ed McClellan, and thanked Danny, Coach Danny Collins and Mr. Payne. So it was very special. So, you know, places that have special meaning for you like that, you really talk on. And I got to say, as I said yesterday in my little speech, that, you know, when you have a place like DMAT Thompson, it holds special memories of just not the students, but the teachers and that whole environment for education where learning was just such a priority. We had fun. I played football when I was there. I played in the band when I was there, and got in trouble too. But anyway, I really enjoyed. So the best years of my life were there in middle school at DMAT Thompson. So folks, I just want to let everybody out there know we're trying to do this again in 2 years, and I'm hoping that they're going to form an organization to kind of help get the word out more. But what else happened? Then we went up to Love Valley on Saturday. They had a fall festival up there, and then went down to Pat's Place 2 in Troutman. Pat's Place 2 is open down there at 105 Main Street. Troutman's newest restaurant is called Pat's Place 2 down there. Pat Parker opened up a restaurant down there, Southern Cuisine, and she has a brunch on Sundays. So anyway, check it out, folks. What else happened? And we had our community yard sale here. Got to talk about what happened here on Saturday morning. It was great. The skies were blue. It was awesome. Great weather. We had tons of vendors out back here at the studio. And what we did, folks, was we celebrated Pat Shannon and just said thank you to him, and we love him. And he's going on vacation. He's gone anywhere. He's on vacation. He's on, as he said, a staycation, Brian. And that's so we and his wife Sasha was here, and so we renamed the community yard sale Pat Fest. So Pat Fest 2023 went off great, and we'll be doing Pat Fest 2024. I'm sure it's going to happen. I'm sure we're going to do something this spring. But to Pat Shannon, I got to tell you, for me, a little boy who first heard somebody live on the radio listening to Pat Shannon over my great-grandmother Estelle Keaton's little black and white FM AM radio, 1400 AM WSIC, and listened to that radio a lot. And when WSIC played music, and could hear Pat Shannon's voice, and to grow up and then share the same studio and station with him, and to sit in his chair as I am today, sitting in Pat's chair. So it was a huge honor. I am extremely humble.